the science of agriculture, the land, the seeds, and the man.
Agricultural survival.
They have represented me with the worst image, but I know without a doubt that it's because of your lack of knowledge. Foresight, they don't have to see distance. That's why they're living in ignorance.
The man.
I Chelasway, I say, any country that use.
Hi, I'm your host tonight on What Matters at the Roundtable. Stanley West McPherson. May the 7th, 2019. Yep, we're in a new month. Hey, and we're on Pegasus, live, Channel 13, Spectral, TV Cable Network. You can call in. You might have something to say, or you might want to get in on a discussion tonight. Area code 607-272-0319. But if you missed tonight, we got a 6-day broadcast for you. We are working around your schedule. So, hey, you can see the show at any time you wish. Okay? So, pick the days. It's for you. And guess what? If you don't have cable, a lot of people don't. But if you don't, we'll send you a direct link to your phone or your tablet, but you can get it. So, and we have a YouTube channel online and social media. So we on all the social medias, and hey, you can subscribe to us, leave your comment, or you can say something. Guess what? We here to help you. Don't forget, I want to let you know our sponsor, brought to you by in part Domino's Pizza, Gateway, Ithaca. Hey, I want to give a shout out to those that thought we forgot about them, that's been on the train with us from the beginning. And hey, we want to let you know that we are still in this race, okay? And we on the train, and we're going express. Hey, and you can get on and be with us, going express. I want to give a shout out to one of my friends, long time, over 20 years, Miss Dawson, Buffalo, New York. Yes. Hey, I try not to have enemies, but you know, hey, listen. Sometimes you gotta let bygones be bygones. You know. Just a shout out. She came on my mind, Miss Dawson, Buffalo, New York. Just want to give her a shout out. And those that in that area that knows me, hey, I'll give you a shout out too. And I know you can catch the broadcast because it's in your area. Also, I want to give a shout out to those in our area, those that's, hey, watching Jackie, just watching the show. Yeah, she's watching tonight. Guess what? If I see you and you want me to give you a shout out, I give you a shout out too. My grandbabies, I want to give them a shout out. Storm and Sunshine. Also, Sunshine from Baltimore, Maryland. Rosestar S from New York, New York. Pimplia from Australia, yes. Also, Alexandra Rachi, Japan, yes, Japanese woman. Also, DJ Hannah, yes, a woman DJ, Hannah, and she's a good one too. I want to give her a shout out in Portuguese. Okay. Also, MSVVS. I want to give her a shout out and let her know that, yep, keep it up. Keep going to London and all them other places. Paris, I like the Eiffel Tower. You showed me. Okay, I see you. And don't forget, one of my long lost friends, Chela. Yeah, you remember Chela? Chela from the Bronx. Yeah, I want to give her a shout out. She's in Thailand. Yeah, she wanted me to know that she's taking her vacation. Okay, so hey, I told her, live your life, you know. Have a good life. Do you, you know. Also, Jasmine, a Syrian woman. Yes. And don't forget, we had Ben here from France. Yes, Ben took the show with him to France. And we got Roy in India, and he is doing the living wage in India. Yes, I was in a conference with Roy in Washington, D.C. That's when we all met up, found out that, hey, this living wage, this poverty thing is reaching, it's in all nations, okay? So, hey, that's where I know Roy from, yep. And we hooked up and found out that, hey, listen, we're fighting this fight here, this living wage thing. We're fighting this, get people out of poverty. So, hey, this is what we do. More shout outs as far as Emily, and Sophie, one of our crew member, she's in Peru, and she should be making her way back home, okay, to here, to Ithaca. Don't forget, she's a student at Cornell University. Also, I have Senna. She's getting her PhD, and she's from Turkey. Yes, we have them all, okay? Don't matter where you at, what country, hey, we can give you a shout out. Doesn't matter. Okay? And we can send you a direct link to the show. Also here with me in the studio, live co-host, Milton, Webb. Milton, how you doing?
I'm doing, Stan.
Good.
I'm doing. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my daughter up in North Dakota. Little mama, you got to do what you got to do, but make sure it's right. And I want to give another shout out to a crew member that's going to college here, Alex. Alex, we hope you do well. We haven't heard from you in a while, but we still hope you do well and keep everything. And Irene, we hope you over there getting them books, doing what you got to do. All right, and it's my sister's birthday this month coming up. I'll be able to shout her out, a shout out. And summer's here. Things happen in the summer. People want to walk around, they want to do their thing. Nothing wrong with that. But make sure you are correct when you do what you do. Don't take wooden nickels. They don't spend. So you got to be straight with what you're doing. You got and let everybody know that you're okay. You're doing well. You know, it's a little bit at a time. You can't get it all at once. So a little bit at a time. You know, you got to take them little baby steps. You got to do whatever you got to do, but make sure it's all right. And on May 1st, you guys ticketed and picketed DSS. Okay? How did that work for you? You ticketed a place that that doesn't have the strength. If you're going to picket somewhere, picket somewhere that got strength. All right? Stanley and I picketed our job. Hey, there's strength there because that was our job. All right? You want to picket something to where it's going to make that person come outside and say, why are you doing this? Like, what's up? What's going on? All right? So remember that next time. DSS wasn't the place. Now, I don't know if you thought that was going to help you But their job, they continued. And the whole thing about that was the people that rode by there and saw that were people that was either getting off work or going to work. All right? What bosses did you see there? You didn't talk to anybody. There was nothing done. If you won't picket someplace, okay? Stanley and I are here to tell you, because we picket. Picket the place to where it's going to do you some good. DSS, picketing DSS, those people went to work the next day and you wasn't even thought of. Picket somewhere that's going to bring it to you. Picket somewhere that's going to say, hey, wait a minute, let's sit down and discuss this. That's where you need to go. All right? I'm not going to tell you where you should have been, because all I can tell you is you should have been someplace of high knowledge. Let that person of high knowledge know that, you know what, there's a problem here. Let's discuss this. All right? Whether it's sitting down at a table or walking around with picketing signs. But you got to be seen, you want to be heard. All right? All right, that's fine. Martin Luther King Street. Everybody wants to go down Martin Luther King Street. Everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to be heard. Okay? But like I said, how did that work for you? Have you got any callbacks? Have you got anything to where people said, hey, well, you know what? What do you think we can do about this?
Right.
You didn't get none of that. So next time you want to picket something, give us a call. We'll tell you where to go. Stanley walked down that street. I didn't know about it. Stanley walked down and he seen him. All right, you're picketing DSS. You're picketing a place of help. Okay? Those people sat in there and was helping people. Okay? But you was in the wrong spot.
That's right.
You should have been over there by the library. You should have been over there by the post office. You'd have got a lot more results. Because you see, people there would have came outside and asked you, what's wrong? Now, you could have had a meeting. You could have had a sit down. You could have had a powwow. You could have had anything, any way you wanted to look at it and then call it. But DSS? That's not even a place to be. Because you see, those people working there, all right, they hear that all day. They got people coming in there, you know, ruffling them all day long. And you still don't get the results that you should or supposed to have.
Exactly.
So you want to ticket someplace, ticket the place where it's going to do you some good, where you going to get results.
Exactly. And they had legitimate beef. They had they had legitimate signs, you know. Some of the signs I was reading them was poverty, it was racial signs, it was profiling, it was stop killing, it was you know, it was targeted towards the police killing blacks. They had Black People's Matter. You know, it had a lot of legitimate beefs and signs, but that wasn't the place to put them. You know, that wasn't there. It was, and I even seen that the police drove past and rolled their windows up, and you know, but that wasn't the place. You know, that wasn't the place of authority. You know, you were supposed to take that a place of authority that people got statue, and then you would have got something. Okay, that's what that is about. You know, it's always where the statue is at, always where authority is at. Okay, then you get results. All right, because you know what? Because they will be losing money. Okay, and they don't want to lose money.
Well, you know, it's not all you know, it's not about them losing money. No, they don't want to lose money. But the whole thing about it is awareness. Okay, you want to bring awareness, all right, to what your cause is, all right. And DSS was not the place to bring that, because that's not where the cause can help you at.
Right.
You want to take it to a place to where people will say, hey, all right, now some of y'all that was out there picketing, let me explain something to you, okay? You did the right thing, you did a good job, but you just in the wrong place. Y'all could have been on the show talking about this after you picketed the place that you should have been picketed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You could have had people from that building coming down here because now all of a sudden, all right, the busiest street in Ithaca is not Martin Luther King Street. It's Green Street. Okay? You got buses. You got people getting off work. You got parkades. You got all of this right there, and all of these people want to know, why are you picketing this place? Oh, look at that sign. Look what it says. Okay? Oh, that happened to me. All right? You want them to say that. You want them to see where you are. All right? Who you are and what you're doing. You would have had to sit down with someone that was important in this town.
Exactly.
Because he wasn't going to let that go lightly.
No, sure wasn't.
So the next time you want to picket something, make sure you're on Green Street, across from the library.
And that, like you said, they could have had brought that because we get stuff out and get stuff done. So if you keep it local, you don't get nothing, okay? Because nobody don't hear nothing, nobody don't see nothing, you know? But we get stuff around the world, okay? And we get results, all right? We get stuff on Twitter. We get everybody. We get the courts. We get this. We get that. We get the banks. Everybody we get, okay? So we get attention, and this is what we're doing, all right? So, you know, sometimes you got to put your stuff. We know what CNN and all them do. They won't give you the story. But, hey, if you got something and we know it's important and they need to get out, guess what?
We'll get it out.
You'll get it out right here. But, hey, you go to ABC, oh, no, we don't do that. NBC, oh, no. CBS, hey, you got to pay. CNN, oh, no, we can't go against the government.
Yeah.
So, hey, we're trying to tell you, and your cause was legitimate, okay? It was stop killing, stop shooting them in the back, all that. Yeah, hey, so you had some legitimate cause and beef, and we saw them. So we look at, hey, like, you know, but hey, if you keep it local, it won't go nowhere, okay? This is what we're trying to tell you. You can't keep this local, okay? Because they'll sweep it under the rug. Oh, they just a couple of guys, they just talking. See, this is what we're trying to tell you. We went through this. Nah, we're not doing that no more, okay? You got to make it move. You got to move it, okay? And the only way to move it is to circulate it. Get it on air. Get it out there, okay? And this is the way you get it out there to other places. Look, they did another shooting in Columbine, 20 years from the last one. And so now 3 more people was doing some shooting. So what are they doing? Okay? You see? So someone is saying, hey, we're not trying to let this go. We're not trying, but you can see what they're doing. Okay? They're targeting the kids. And then the first thing they say is, oh, well, it's they beef. But how is they beef? Now the governor put all that money, I think he put $500 million into some all armor school and all that, and they still had a shooting, okay? Three assailants. But all that money he didn't put into the 500 million, and they still did shooting, and they still shooting, and kids are still getting shot. Listen, that's crazy, you know. The kids could have just armed up and put on, you know, had their own stuff, just like they got the teachers. The teachers is arming up. So why don't everybody arm up? Because if they going to get shot for nothing because somebody just felt like maybe he was crazy or maybe somebody did something to him and then he just come and shoot everybody and, you know, that's crazy. No. It ain't school no more.
No.
It's a shooting gallery.
That's what it is.
It's a war zone. It ain't no school.
You know, when it comes right down to it, no parent wants to bury their child. All right? When you're in these places and these things happen, all right, what is it that we can do? All right? You can spend all the money you want to spend, but as you see, it still happens.
Exactly.
So what does it do? We have to do as parents, all right, responsible adults, to mess around here and say, what's wrong? Want me to tell you something? When I was growing up, I remember one time I spoke back to my mother, all right? She told me to do something. You know, being managed, thought I was grown. I said something back to her, okay? Let me explain something to you. I never did that again. Never. I had two problems, okay? And the first one was standing in front of me, which was my mother, all right? My other problem was on his way home. All right? You're going to be a parent? Be a parent. All of this stuff talking about, oh, they need to express themselves. You see how they're expressing themselves? They talk to you badly. They call you all kind of names. Tell you F this. Call you B that. Let me explain something to you. If my mother and father were still alive to this day, there would be no cussing in their house. There would be no disruling in their house. Because that's the way I was brought up. That's the way a lot of people I know was brought up. When my mom said do something, I didn't tell her, I'll get it in a minute. Oh no. When she said, I need you to go in there and do whatever. Okay, Ma. And went in there and did it. And didn't have no lip, no back talk, no nothing to say. But you got these kids when parents say, I need you to go over here and do this and get this done. I'm not doing that. All right? And you cussing your parents. You ain't got no respect for your parents. Nothing. Come on. All right? God said, don't spare the rod. Give it up. All right? You ain't got to have kill your kids. You ain't got to beat them to a pulp. But you got to let them know you the parent and they are the child. And a lot of people ain't doing that. All right? And what's going on today. I don't care who you are, black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Chinese, Japanese, whatever. Okay? You don't pay attention to your parents. You're not respectful to your parents. What are you? And now you want to be out in society doing what? You're the one that's going to get messed around here and get shot. You're the one that's going to wind up in jail. And then you want your parents to come and pull you out of it. But you was just talking badly to them the other day. All right? Oh, you got to do this because you're my mom. No. You should have thought about that when you was telling me what you wasn't going to do.
Right.
Okay? When my mother said, Milton, you need to go in there and clean that room up. Okay, Ma. Whether it was my room or not. Milton, go in there and clean up the bathroom. Okay, Ma. All right? I didn't fear my parents, but I did respect my parents. Because of the simple fact I was the child. I am the child. I'm going to be their child. I don't mouth back to them. I don't lip off to them. Oh, no. And for all you kids out there that's hitting your parents, oh, you should have been in my house for a whole week. Just 1 week. That's all you had to do. 1 week and raise your hand to either one of them. Okay? Oh, you think you bad? You think I'm going to let you hurt me? That's the thing that come out their mouth. I'm your parent. And for all you black people, you understand what I'm saying when I say, what did your mother and father tell you? And your mother told you best. I brought you in this world. You know the rest. Okay? And you know she wasn't playing. And you knew when you was in trouble because you didn't want to go home. You following Billy, Johnny, and Susie and Clara, all right, while you in school. Now y'all done messed up. Billy and Johnny, all right, they tell their parents what to do. Okay? Mary and Clara, all right, I'm daddy's little girl. Okay? Nothing's going to happen to me. But when I go home, believe one thing. Like I said, I didn't fear my parents, but I was scared to go home. because I knew I was wrong. And I knew what was left. And I knew what was coming up. You ain't had to get no whooping. You ain't had to do none of this. But let me explain something to you. On Saturday morning, when you got to get up at 5 o'clock, talking about washing windows, scraping that fence to paint the fence, cutting the grass, all right? Oh, no. They worked you. Oh, you got a lot to say. You got a lot to do, all right? My daughter told her mother. Her mother said, now you got to be in the house at 11 o'clock. And she just went off. Didn't know I was on the phone with her mother, all right? I lived in a place called Minot, North Dakota. She was in a place called Stephaine in Canada, all right? Outside of Saskatoon, okay? I went there, got in my car, said I'll be there. Went there, got in my car, 3-hour drive, okay? When she came in the house, when she was supposed to be in there at 11, and she came in there at 12:30, all right? When she came in there at 12:30, the first thing I said was, ain't you late? Oh, Dad, oh, no. Don't worry about old Dad right now. Go on upstairs and go to bed. She went upstairs and went to bed. But that next morning, oh, yes. She was up at 5 o'clock, and she was working. I was watching. I was supervising. We didn't have that problem no more. Because every time you mess around and do something like this is what's going to happen to you. And then on top of that, you don't get to do all the things that other kids get to do because you got to stay in the house with me. Now I got to make sure your work is done, and you're going to do extra stuff. Now, you want to rebel? Go ahead and rebel. Then I got something else for you.
That's our time. But these kids here in Columbine and all that, for them to keep doing this shooting, somebody has got prejudice and it's coming through the kids, and you can see it because they're shooting people out of nowhere, okay? Classmates and all that. So this is a deep seed that's coming. This ain't when we was growing up. This is some new stuff, and this is racism, and it's coming out, okay? So, hey, that's where it's coming from. This is deep-seated race, okay? I'll see y'all next week. Hey, good night.
Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. You know, see from what here, too much blood a run. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Them say global recession so food Africa in a ground. Put down the gun and make we farm up the ground. Me have to return to St. Anne's and left Kingston. When you plant a new crop, the world start clap. All human beings start embrace that. There is no solution in this pollution. Them only mission is to create era done. Then after election, them cut them one. Get a youths, take this message from this Rasta man. I and I. Put up the gun and make we farm up the ground. You know, see